Hey guys, what's up? It's Nikki. All day long I've been thinking about doing this confessional because man, this is just gonna be really hard for me. But I don't know, you guys have been watching, kind of been seeing like what I've been going through. I've had like a really great time with this cleanse until today. So, as you all know, like when I started this, I didn't want to lose weight. I was happy with my weight. I just wanted to improve my health. And this cleanse is really great at, restoring your body to an alkaline state, and like lowering the acidity in it. So that's really what I wanted to do. I just wanted to make myself healthier, right? I know that like cancer cells don't don't like do well, or they do very well in acidic environments, and it's just something like I became aware of and wanted to do something about, just trying to improve my overall health. So like weight gain or weight loss was just never on my mind, and I've been in like different weights like my whole life, but there was like a time in college when I was just unhealthy. I just it's like stupid college stuff, like boys and stuff like that, and then you just like stop eating. So God, it's so crazy. But I remember that, and I remember seeing pictures of myself, and my face was like sunken in, and I could see all of like my collarbones. And what was crazy is that like when I was like that, I didn't even notice it. Didn't even notice it until I saw it in a picture. And I remember my weight because I remember going to my doctor, like in between like college years, and I remember stepping on the scale, and I remember, like, you know how they put it like at that like 100, 150 increments. They put like, so they was like put it at like 100, and then they were gonna slide it to see how many pounds. And I remember like the bar like flipped, and they put it at like that 50, or like that's whatever that increment. I was like 98 pounds on a doctor scale, and I think like right there I was just like, oh my God. So like there's just like in my mind this like I don't know, like for everyone who like knew me, like you guys know I'm like 5'1", like, so I'm just like small, right? I have like Italian background, so I'm just small. But today, so I've always fluctuated, like when I'm like like good and in shape, between like 105 and 115, and anytime I'm in between there, like I'm good. And like 105 is like when I'm really leaned out, like getting ready to go to like fancy event or something, or like getting ready to eat, just really on point. And I like hopped on the scale today just to see how much I weighed, and it was the first time in forever that I saw it said 100. It said 100.8, and I just freaked out. I was like, I'm starving, I'm sick, there's something wrong with me. And I can't believe how it was all like associated with a number on a scale. And I really panicked, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't do this. Like my mind really went like everywhere. It was really crazy. Like maybe I shouldn't do this, I have to eat more, because I just equate a certain number with being unhealthy. And so I like really had to like sit down and like talk myself through this. I was like, okay, listen, okay, look at yourself in the mirror, right? Do you eat? Like, yes, I eat. Do you eat well? Yes, right. Are you concerned with how much you weigh? No. And all of those things, whenever I was at that unhealthy weight before, it was, do you eat? No. Do you care what you weigh? Yes. And I had to really like process through it and make myself realize that like the conditions that existed before, when I was at that like unhealthy under 100 pounds, and where I am today, are completely different. And my body is actually healthy, and you don't have to weigh a certain number to be in health. So like there's no numbers out there that correlate to being healthy, right? Like you're not unhealthy, Nikki, I was saying, so like you're not unhealthy being 100 pounds. and healthy being 103, right? But in my mind, that number was just like really stuck there, and I've never been at this weight, except for when I was unhealthy, and I never ever wanted to go back to this because I was aware of it. I know it's like, it's so crazy, everyone's numbers and stuff, but man, it was really, it was hard. I just kind of like really had to like lean on John, and I was like, this is crazy. I shouldn't weigh this, like everyone's gonna think I'm unhealthy. And then I was like, oh my god, there it is again, like caring about what other people think about you, like even though I like full well know that I've like eaten the best that I probably like have, like put like the best stuff into my body over the past 2.5 weeks. But it's so crazy how a number can just throw you. And I think that was what I finally ended up walking away from it with, just saying like, let go of the numbers. Like I don't even want to get on the scale again because I don't care, right? It affected me so much mentally what a number is. So if you're a person who's out there who's like, if I'm just 130 pounds, then I'll be good, like stop obsessing about the number. Like the number doesn't mean anything. Like I've seen people very healthy at 125, and I've seen people very unhealthy at 125. So I don't know, I'm just a person who's struggled with that, especially today. It just really, I mean, it crushed me. I had to like lay down. I felt like I didn't have any energy, and it was just all in my head. I was like, just like completely threw me off. So I stuck to the plan and everything. So I stayed, right along the eating plan today. Everything was fantastic. Everything was fine. It was like my mental moment, I think, in this program, and then just kind of working myself through a problem that like it didn't know that existed. Like I saw myself like dipping close to that number, but I didn't have any problem with it. Like I was there like 2 days ago and I was fine, and then it just like dipped just a little bit more, and all of a sudden it was like my mind went haywire. I was like, oh my god, like just fear kicked in, and then that fear of like judgment, and I don't know, it was a very interesting, it was an interesting day. But I feel like all of these days that are like challenging like this are ones that are full of growth, and they're full of lessons. So whenever I find myself like struggling with whatever it is that day, I look for the light, and look for the good, and look for what I can take away from it. So for me today, and something that I'll definitely always pass on to everyone who I help get healthy, is just do not obsess about that number on the scale. Walk away from it. If it's something that's like in your head, and you're becoming like really focused on hitting a certain number, like throw the scale away. Just throw it away. Judge your health by what you're eating, and if you're exercising, and how you feel, right? How do you feel? Do you feel good? Yeah. Are you eating good? Yeah. Are you exercising? Yeah. Good. That's awesome, right? Don't let a number validate you, because they can't. So that's kind of what I took away from today, and whew, that was hard. I was like, oh my god. But I'm just a person who's like, I'm just gonna share it with you guys. Like, it's always gonna be real and tell you how I'm really feeling. So that was today. So we'll see. We only have a couple of days left. Yeah, I had like the day wrong. I noticed that when I was talking with John yesterday in this video, that I thought we were on day like 15. We're actually on day 17. So we only have a couple of days left, and we're gonna be done with this program and then move on to a workout. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about like phasing back into the nutrition plan that we've always followed, and phasing back in like meat and cereal. I still miss cereal. Okay. We'll see. All right, so that was it for today. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. Thanks for listening to me, especially through this kind of tough time, but I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys every step of the way. All right. Talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one.